Since 2015, the United Nations declared 21st of June as the International Day of Yoga, accepting the proposal of the Prime Minister of India, who stated yoga as an invaluable gift of India's Asian tradition. There are different kinds of yoga. The most popular concepts that many has of yoga are the asanas, which are physical exercises, stretches, breathing exercises, and other techniques that relax and focus the mind. One of them we know as Hatha Yoga. Shanti is a Hatha Yoga teacher for more than 14 years, who teaches yoga for kids, Hatha Yoga for elderly and people with limitations, and also prenatal yoga.
Hatha Yoga refers to the energy system in the body that's known to be the active system and the restorative system. And Hatha Yoga works to balance these two systems so the body can work in a harmonized and balanced fashion, so we can have more life force energy running through the body that will benefit us also mentally and also spiritually. The benefits are increased circulation of blood, nutrients, oxygen in your body, because part of the Hatha Yoga is asanas, which are the postures which target specific areas of the body to cleanse the body of the 3 T's, I say, from toxins, tiredness, and tension. So once these are removed systematically from the body, a sense of well-being arises after that, physically as well as emotionally and mentally. Originally, Hatha Yoga was designed to purify the body, and not only physically but also through other practices. And what's known today in the modern world is the physical part of yoga. And that's because we are living in a stressful time, and stress tends to accumulate in the body, so the Hatha Yoga helps to detox the body. Well, primarily yoga is an awareness practice, so your attention is inside yourself. You work to harmonize your breath with your movement and your attention. So with time, it doesn't matter where you practice. You can practice in a very simple square building and still feel wonderful, but it does help to have the support of nature around you, to have a calm and area or environment that helps you to calm your mind with limited distractions. It helps. Yoga helps kids with their motoric skills as they're growing. So the coordinated movements help them to develop control, concentrations for the mind also, and make their bodies more strong at the same time. For pregnancy, yoga is wonderful because in pregnancy, the body transforms completely and there are symptoms that arise with that. So the yoga works to help the body stay balanced throughout the pregnancy period, and you notice mothers having less symptoms and feeling more relaxed and at ease in their transforming body, which is beneficial for the baby as well. Well, elderly people, the body is losing energy, losing control, so the yoga helps to fortify the body and support the body in this aging process, perhaps slowing it down a little bit and maintaining the stability as long as possible.
Another part of yoga that we know is meditation. Brahma Kumaris teaches Raja Yoga meditation. Sister Rota Grun, Center Coordinator of the Brahma Kumari Center Aruba and Raja Yoga teacher for 20 years, will explain what yoga means on meditation level and how it benefits mankind and our environment.
The meditation of Raj Yoga is always connected with spiritual knowledge. This meditation gives us insights, gives us understanding of what is the reality, that we are not those human bodies, but that we are spiritual beings of light that we call souls. And through the insights that we have, the study that we do, it is possible that we connect our mind with our inner world. And our inner world is one of peace, one of love, truth, inner strength and happiness. So instead of going outside and looking for all of those things outside, we have them inside. It is just a matter of concentrating the mind within, and from there you can have the experience instantly. Because it is a mental connection, it is easy to do it while you are in action. It is not a matter of sitting somewhere in a special posture, yes, but it is focusing your mind within and connecting with your truth within, with the qualities within the self, within the soul. And the next step is that we are also able to make the connection with the higher source, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. And that creates a relationship, the most beautiful relationship that there ever is. And that is something you can do. Whatever you do, you can do it in the garden, you can do it on the beach, you can do it whilst cooking, everywhere, because it is a mental connection. And that is why it is a lifestyle. It is checking constantly my thoughts. Where are my thoughts busy with? What is my mind doing? Do I have positive thoughts? Do I have waste thoughts? Do I have negative thoughts? Because accordingly, the type of thoughts are the feelings. So the inner happiness and the inner peace is just because of the connection with the inner world. One of the beautiful benefits is that because you know what is truth, so you also see the opposite of truth, and that is the falsehood within ourselves. So once the truth is experienced, you will definitely have the desire to hold on to that. So that is how the transformation takes place. You are not willing to entertain the negativity within. For instance, before we didn't know that anger, yes, is something very negative. We think with anger we can press people to do things. But now, that we come to know that anger is a very negative vice, yes, the qualities within of peace, tolerance, love, that transforms the anger. So when I'm in connection with myself and with other people, the anger will leave me. It happens, and there is more harmony, there is more peace within, and that is how there is a lot of benefit in your life and also on your health.
Yoga has a lot of benefits in self-transformation.
Yoga personally is basically very simple, identifying your own self. You see, we have so many identities in our life. We are recognized first by our name, then by religion, by nationality, and then we have so many relationships attached to us. I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm so this, I'm this. But all these are false identities actually, if we come to see. So yoga, basically, practicing yoga is, for the first step is to know that you are who you are and you are the self. Many people name this self by different ways. Some people call it the energy, some people call it the soul, some people call it the Atma. So basically knowing who you actually are rather than what you perceive you are.
Okay, look, according to me, yoga is meeting the divine, yeah? And I think it has two aspects. One is a physical aspect where you have all these exercises and all that and asanas to keep your body fit. The other aspect is a mental aspect which keeps your mind fit. So we need both of it all together. So initially, of course, you have to keep your body good, you do those exercises, but then sooner or later it is meditation which really, really helps you. For me, the benefits are my life is more concentrated now. Otherwise, when I'm doing something, I try my very best to look at my thoughts, whether they are okay with my physical thing, what I'm doing. Secondly, I feel even the human relationships get better. Because you don't want to lie, you don't want to put up your ego and say, okay, because I am, and so you feel, no, everybody is like you, because you know that everybody is ultimately just an Atma, a soul, and you consider them like equals. Otherwise, like I myself personally, before I did all this, I would consider some people up there and some people down there. So my attitude towards people was different. Like for example, let's say a bank manager comes, I'm a very different person. Or let's say some crazy person like, a sweeper or somebody comes, my attitude is very different again. So I'm studying on those thoughts. How come we are different with different kind of people? Aren't we taught that everybody is a soul kind, so everybody is equal. So there where my practice is going on, struggling with these kind of issues, In my daily life, I'm realizing that I'm more permissive, I am more, okay, this person may belong to a lower, maybe financially or maybe in the job-wise or whatever, but still it's a person. So I better treat him correct. And that is why now whoever comes to my store here, I just feel, hey, that's nice to, and I will go ahead and talk to everybody more or less in, in a nice way.
When I was not under this knowledge, I always thought it's me, I. So the I played a very important role in my life. And when I starts playing a very important role in your life, ego, pride takes over you. And then you also basically give a lot of importance to material things. You think happiness is going to come only if you get something, if you achieve something. But once you are under the knowledge of yoga and you start practicing, you realize that you have been living a fake life. Real happiness, peace, is not behind running material things. It's not the I you think who you are, but knowing that happiness is peace, it resides within you. It is you who decide whether you want to be happy and peaceful or no. Material things are not going to give me, they are going to give me temporary happiness, temporary satisfaction. But being under yoga, knowing who you are, living that kind of life is going to give you permanent peace and permanent happiness.
It brings you more attuned with other people and living more on a soul basis and not more focusing on material things, but more on your soul, on your journey, what's life means for you. More loving, love your people, love your surroundings. That's what meditation did for me. It brings you more in focus with life.
For example, situations keep happening in our life, right? Now, suppose somebody comes and tells me something bad. Now, it is up to me whether I want to react or I don't want to react, because his action or this action or whatever happens around my surrounding is not under my control, but my reaction to this is totally under my control. I decide whether to be upset or just to remain calm and accept things the way they are.
I can give you a small example, It was once upon a time I was traveling from Miami to Aruba and I misjudged the flight, the timing of the flight. When I reached the airport, oh my God, the flight had already left and gone. I said, now what am I going to do? But luckily, they said there's another flight you can take to Aruba and you can be there in the night. I said, fine. Soon a thought came to me, my God, I better hide my mistake because people will think I'm so foolish. I don't even know to read the time correctly. And as I was standing to meet the supervisor to get the evening flight, a thought came to me. I said, no, you can't do that. If you have made a mistake, accept it and that's it. What is there to fool the people and say the flight has been delayed or something like that just to cover your mistake? And right away I said, no, I'm going to tell everybody the truth that I did make a foolish mistake. So I think this meditation, which is a process of checking your thoughts at every instance, 24/7, it really helps, Anything you do, the thought you study and you say, oh boy, no, that's not the correct way. Or when you're concentrating, you're doing something and your thought is somewhere. Again, you check your thought, oh, I'm not concentrated on what I'm doing. So it brings into your life concentration, purity, like being pure, because I could just fool my family and say the flight was delayed, so I didn't get it, okay? But I decided, no, the thought wouldn't allow me to say that, and no, accept.
I had a niece who had a very bad accident, and during that day, I asked Shri Baba help me to find a way to help everybody, because there was a lot of grievance, a lot of pain. So I asked him, what can I do? And I would start searching for, I don't know, searching for some meditation could calm me down. And the first thing I found was sending healing meditation for loved ones. And it was such a powerful meditation, and we did it in a group. And you can feel the vibration in the room. One of my friends said, oh, I can feel it in my arms, I can feel the energy. It was so powerful, so incredible, and from that time I said meditation works, and you can feel it, you can feel the energy when you meditate, when you have in a profound meditation, you can feel the energy, the love, because you're sending love to your loved ones.
Raja Yoga is a lifestyle, you may say a sacred way of life which involves food. A Raja Yogi takes only pure and non-violent food, a vegetarian diet as part of a principle of life.
One of the important things whilst cooking is that we are, because our hands, yes, the energy of the soul goes through the whole body. So whatever we touch, yes, that energy in the form of vibrations reach the food. And now the food goes within. But I, the soul, I'm sitting in this body. So I, the soul, pick up the vibrations. So if the thoughts are negative, or for instance there is impure food in the form of meat, animals has been slaughtered, they die in unpleasant feelings like, for instance, anxiety or fear, all those vibrations will go into the food. And when I consume it, they will affect my mind. I won't have a peaceful mind. So that is one of the things, and that is why when we cook in remembrance, of the Supreme Father, so that communication, that connection influence our food, so that our mind is influenced in such a way that it becomes very calm. And also for our body, it is very healthy to eat in this way and to cook in this way.
In a very conscious way, food is prepared while being in a peaceful state of mind and connected to the higher source. With the belief that thoughts are energy, vibrations, that influences our food, we can nourish ourselves with this pure food. Yoga, asanas, and meditation is a healthy and value-based lifestyle where soul, mind, and body are united.
Yoga is an awareness practice that has been proven to promote well-being also as well as inner peace. And I believe the world is a reflection of how we are inside. So practicing yoga will help you feel better about yourself. You will have more inner peace, more well-being, and this will make the world a better place.
You know what my message will be? Because I myself had a very busy life, and these things didn't mean nothing to me, although I knew about them. It's only that when I have become alone and I'm practicing more and more and seeing the benefits more and more, I would think, okay, if they don't have time, anybody doesn't have time, it's okay. Just when your daily life, when you're doing something, just go back to your thoughts and see, are they concentrated? Just by doing that, your life will change. quite a bit. This is what I experienced. And I wish you all the best, and I do hope you do it.
Give gratitude to life. Give gratitude to God, to your higher self. Give gratitude for what you have. Be grateful.
My message is that it is very important that first you get the knowledge of who you actually are. Once you know who you actually are and what is the journey of our life, then you need to put that into proper practice. Practicing is sitting in the meditation, being in silence with yourself and understanding what is right, what is wrong. Once you develop that kind of a habit, automatically knowledge starts pouring inside you. The knowledge is within us. It is just the means of tapping that knowledge, and basically yoga really helps you to basically go within yourself and tap that kind of a knowledge to make your life peaceful, happy, and to live a real life, not a fake life.
The message that I can really give to the world is that when we understand who we are and who we belong to, that is the greatest importance in our life, to bring us back to a life of truth and a life of peace and a life of happiness. But as long as we identify ourselves with our body, with our role, there will always be a lot of disharmony within ourselves. And the negativity will not be able to leave us. We need that power from the highest source, the highest Father, to make it possible. So the message is that even if everyone, yes, could only have one thought, who am I? Yes, I am a spiritual being, a child of the Supreme Father, then there is a relationship. And that will help each and everyone to become really peaceful and loveful beings again.